Hey there everybody, welcome back to this Pokemon Snap playthrough that's not a playthrough. My name is Andy, the Uncommentator, and this is episode number 27, the focus of which is going to be Geodude. So you can see there the current Geodude picture that I've got that gets a score of 4,150, which is broken down by a size score of 960, a pose of 1,000, and a nice little same Pokemon bonus of 230. Now before we head off to the valley to try and get the Geodude, let's quickly read the Primer's official strategy guide entry, the POSG, for Geodude. It's quite a short one, and it is: Shy Geodude, cling to the rocks along the mountain walls. To knock one off, you only have to hit it with a Pestiball. So that doesn't really tell you too much, other than how to disturb it. So we need to be quite specific with this one. This is a little bit of a tricky one. Now you can see there, because it's got a same Pokemon bonus, I'm not entirely sure what a perfect Geodude is, but obviously we could get the size up to 1,000 from 960, but this is going to be one of the tougher ones on the series, so I'm not anticipating beating this photo, but of course I will try. No, we're not going to go back to the report. Joke, thank you very much. My inability to multitask there, talking and operating this control pad. Right, let's get on with it. So off to the valley, and not to watch Charlton Athletic. I've probably done that joke already, and I doubt anyone's going to get it, but it doesn't matter. I'm sure somebody will. So, there's only one Geodude that we're interested in, and it's round this corner. So if we use the C-stick to cling to the left-hand riverbank, or valley bank, whatever you want to call it, because the Geodude that we're interested in is along here. And it's this one. That one there. So in a second it'll hop up the side. So the Geodude on the darker rock here is the one that we're interested in. We're going to cling to the side. We need to just hit it at the right time. So we hit it. We need to get it as it's turning around like that. So we need to get it as it turns round with the other one in the background. That's the aim. Why the pre-evolution so difficult? I don't really know. Although that's not too bad. Obviously it's slightly cut off a little bit. But we may get a bigger same Pokemon bonus. At least you can see it's looking at the... I mean there it's not clipped at all, but it's not looking at the camera. And I think this may be another one where it actually matters. I mean obviously the size will be smaller as well. The pose may dictate if it looks at the camera or not, and despite the fact I've said all the way through that doesn't matter. It mattered for Weeping Man. I think it matters for this one as well. Anyway, we'll submit that one, because that gives us a good starting point. If I get to 4,000 on this photo, I'd probably take it, to be honest with you, in this, within this episode. Let's see what we get here. Obviously, only 710. I think that's because the arm's clipped. What? What's the difference? Yes, you can see already why I'm thinking that 4,000 would be a pretty good score if we can get it. Although, again, the highest same Pokemon bonus there, which I thought it would be. Okay. So let's give this a starting point. I may lower my expectations to 3,750.
Welcome back.
I don't know. One thing I do know, though, is that we'll have another go at that one. Yeah, it's a bit frustrating, this one, because it's another of those photos where the pre-evolution is harder to get a good shot of than the last stage. Like the Weeping Bell is more difficult than Victory Bell, for example. Sandshrew is more difficult than Sandslash. It's you know, this one's more difficult than Graveler. It's a little bit frustrating. We'll give it another go. At least it's fairly early on in the level. There's not much setup, so we just need to... Let's go a little bit further past before we take the... knock it off the wall. Right, let's try that one. You've not got much time. You've got to get it as soon as it turns around, basically. See, I think you kind of need it sort of halfway between those two. We'll submit that one anyway, because you can see it on. You can see the one in the background, but I think the pose won't quite be. It's the pose is the issue with this one. Getting that 1,000 pose. Only 710 again. See, 700 that time. Nowhere near. Right, okay. We'll try again. I may lower my expectation to 3,500, given how we're doing so far, but we'll keep going for a little bit. We've got a little bit of
Welcome back.
a little bit of time just yet. I don't know if anything I do is infamous, but this photo's a little bit infamous amongst my fraternity, which that's because I didn't actually get this photo. This is the only photo I've got saved on this in this report on this cartridge that I didn't get. Now, if anyone's seen my Game Ground video or my Crash Bash videos, the guy that I played through those games with, Richard, he got this photo. I've mentioned it before, but I think it's certainly more relevant now. Yeah, the photo I'm trying to beat, he got it. So I didn't actually get this. Well, there you go. You can see there 3,310 for one photo. So I already know what this is going to be worth without sending it. So I'm not going to bother sending it. That's one advantage with taking one photo. You know what you know what it's going to be worth. So we'll try again. Yeah, Richard got this photo for me, so I appreciate that, and I haven't been able to beat it. And more ironically as well, I can't remember your name, buddy, but if you're watching this video, I do apologise. Someone left a comment on my video. I just basically go through my Pokemon report, showing you all the photos, and said that the Geodude picture was pretty good. So out of the 63 photos, I got 62 of them. The one I didn't get is the one that he says is a good photo. So a little bit rowdy there, but appreciate it nonetheless, buddy. I've told Richard that you liked the photo, so he is aware. I don't just take credit for something I didn't do. Look at that, 2,170. That was really bad. I think I'm leaving it a bit too late to knock it off the walls, so we'll do it a little bit early this time.
Welcome back.
I might try and take more than one photo as well.
Yes.
Just give myself a bit more of a chance. But yeah, this is the Geodude you want. None of the others can get really that close to any of them. And there's other Geodudes obviously on the run. If we look, and there's 3 here. But to knock these off, you have to get the... So no, you don't. You knock them off and then the Sandshrews jump out, don't they? Anyway, move on. Yeah, I don't know if you need to hug too much to this wall, because if you do, you maybe get a little bit too close and chop its arm off. I'm not sure. Let's not go too near the bank this time. Let's stay more in the middle of the river. As I said, I need to hit it a bit earlier. So hit it now. Yeah, a little bit too early there, I think. Okay, we'll try that one again. Because when it turns round, you needed the other Geodude in frame. I think what we'll do, actually. Let's cling to the other river bank. Let's try that one. Let's come at it from a different angle. Yeah, I mean, you can knock this down. And you can see there, you can get a decent shot of it, I guess. Yeah, I mean, you can get that, but it's obviously it won't be anywhere near as... The size won't be anywhere near as good. So, yeah. So, yeah, let's try this from a different angle. So we'll go over here, and spin it round. The thing is, when as soon as you start facing this way, you then end up going towards that banking, so it's a little bit tricky, that one. But we'll try again. I knew I'd find this tough. I didn't think I'd find it this tough, I have to say. Okay. Yeah, I don't think there's any more Geodudes. Obviously, there's these 3, and then there's these 2 here. I don't know if there's any more. I was thinking, actually, could you knock that one down? And then get the other one in the back down? I don't know. Because if you do that, you're gonna Graveler. I didn't realise a Graveler dropped out the air. Anyway, oh well, maybe not. We'll see what that gets though. Because I haven't submitted a photo for a while, and it's going to be absolutely terrible. So we're not going to submit a photo there either. I might edit all these 9 minutes out, pretend the video starts now.
Welcome back.
Okay, so this is my first attempt trying to get this Geodude. 4,150 to beat or to get near. How Richard got that photo, I don't know. Because he's not very good at this game, with all due respect to the guy. He's pretty good at... He might be good at the dash games on Crash Bash. And with the Viking guy on Game Ground, but he's not good on this game. Now, I've not mentioned this already, as I said, this is my first attempt. And I didn't actually get this photo that I'm trying to beat. It was It was Richard, who I've done a couple of co-op playthroughs with. That's not good when I can't even hit it with a pester ball. We'll see what that one looks like, but I think it's going to be terrible. 1,410. Didn't think it'd be that bad. Getting worse, not better.
Welcome back.
Actually, no, I can't be getting worse. That was my first attempt, wasn't it? So if that was my first attempt, 1,410. Pretty low bar to start from here. Right, come on, let's do this. I need to get this done. It is a tricky one, this one. I was kind of dreading this. One because I knew it was going to be a bit of a meat grinder one. Don't throw pester balls into the water because if things jump out, it's going to just get in the way. Right. Okay, so we'll head on over to this banking. And we'll spin it round. Here we go. Knock you off the wall. It's not quite again. We'll see what it gets. We'll see what it gets though. I need to get the other Geodude in the frame. So you get only 1,850. That's not that. I mean, that doesn't look that bad. That seems. We'll submit it. See what it gets. I'm not sure what Oak's numbers at the bottom are on about there because he said 1,850 for those two photos. That can't be right. As I'll now prove.
Great.
Oh, that's why. Because that's not in the middle of the frame. Fair enough. He really is picky, isn't he?
Welcome back.
Oh, dear me. Come on. It's rock hard, this one. Come on, we can do this. Grabbler should be straightforward. I'm hoping Grabbler's going to be a one and done. Obviously, Golem's not on this game, so... we can't get Golem. Shame, I quite like Golem. Pokemon Stadium give me a new appreciation of Golem. Fair, Geodude's not bad on Pokemon Stadium, even if it's only for the Petite Cup, or whatever it's called, the Little Cup. See what that gets. It's just the size. It's just nailing that size. 3,000. See, 3,290. It's just too small. It's nailing the size and getting the other Pokemon in the frame. It's like a double-edged. Like stuck in a pincer movement. Oh dear, we'll keep going just for now.
Yes.
But yeah, I think I've lowered my bar to 3,500. Yeah, this is a tough one. As I said, it's rock hard. But I'm not going to self-destruct. I'm also not going to keep doing Geodude-related jokes. Mainly because I can't think of any. See, what was I saying earlier about don't throw things into the water because it stops you? Well, I'm not sure a Magikarp above your head can stop you, but obviously you've got to wait for it to land back in the water. Right, that could have been good. If I timed it right, that could be good. See, 3,400, slightly better. Slightly better. Okay, 3,400. We'll just get the score breakdown, but we know what it's going to be. We know what the end result's going to be.
Yes.
But we'll go through the motions anyway. 690. At least got the 1,000 pose this time. Actually in the middle of the frame, which is nice. And a nice 20-point bonus. Thanks, Oak. You're too kind. I mean, at least it's early in the levels, so having plenty of attempts, I'm not having to skip through all the way to the end, but it's still a bit irritating this at the minute now, but hey ho, we carry on. Knock the Geodude down, and that could have been a good one potentially. Well, it's 3,450, so I only know what the score's going to be because it tells you on the other screen. Although sometimes that score's inaccurate, but it can't be, can it? Because if you take one photo, it's got to be. So we're still way underneath, not even 3,500. But hey ho. We'll keep See if we can do any better this time. I mean, to be honest with you, I just want to get something like the score that I've got. I mean, I've not really set a benchmark for this in terms of how close. We'll just see how we get on. See what this one happens here. Ooh, that could be good, because I like it when it flashes up with the name of the Pokemon. In my tiny brain, it makes me think that it's going to be a more chance of being a good score. Now, looking at that, that's about as good as I'm going to get, I think. Now, it looks a little bit smaller than the existing Geodude, but it's fully facing the camera, so he should get the maximum pose. And you can see even more of the Geodude in the background than the one that I've currently got saved. So, hopefully,
Yes.
metacarpals, or phalanges overlapped, I should say. This will be at least a good score. Probably won't beat the current score because of the size. Yeah, so only 800. So let's see what the pose is. I mean, how is it 900? What is the difference? What is the actual difference? And only 270 same Pokemon. So at least we're within 500. I mean, only just. But we are within 500. So, you know what? I'm going to take that. Because if that pose gets 900... Or that pose in that photo, I should say, gets 900. I don't know what he wants from me. So, Richard, your photo is safe for another... well, probably forever, really. I don't think I'm ever going to beat that score, but... Certainly not on this playthrough, because I'm done now. But as I've said all the way through, you get the idea. The point of this is to for me to show you how to get these photos, not you actually see me get them, if that makes any sense. So, I think we're done. So, we'll go back to the report, do what we normally do to end the episode. And we'll say goodbye. So that was Geodude, a bit of a tough one. Once again, the lower evolution, the base Pokemon, whatever to call it, starter, harder than the evolution, which is Graveler, as I'll display in the next video. But before I get to that video, I need to say goodbye in this one. So if you did enjoy this video, then please like and share the video. You can also leave a comment on the video, should you choose to do that. While you're here on YouTube, if you head over to the channel, The Uncommentator, you'll find the rest of the videos in this playlist, as well as a lot of other games that I've played through from various consoles, from various genres and eras, etc. But join me next time. We're going to be moving on to Graveler, as I've already said. But until we get to that point, for now from me, it is sayonara.